think there was an offer, wasn't there?
Yes, Judge. The offer for both cases is going to be an adjudication of guilt, 36 months DOC, 615 in court costs. Both of those are going to run concurrent. At this time, the state is not seeking
Why
to
do
make
I
her
have to stay in jail?
DRR.
I can't
She's been
get
recently
on
released
probation.
from,
No, they want 3 years prison.
So that would come with a mandatory sentence of 10 years DOC. So if she's willing to take this plea, it's 36 months DOC.
What they're offering is 36 months Department of Corrections,
Just got out of there.
concurrent on both cases. Otherwise, you're looking at a prison release reoffender, which was a 10-year minimum mandatory.
Yes, Judge.
Do a suspended sentence with probation. May I ask them?
Nope, that's not what the offer is.
She's wanting to counter with asking for a suspended sentence and asking for probation.
So both charges are grand theft auto, and she has no less than 3 grand theft autos. So no.
I was accepted in the Oxford house. Is there any way I can get?
Let's bring her back June 6th so she can think about it.
I'm not signing for, I just got out of prison.
Okay. So Mr. Gibbs is, I know, Mr. Gibbs is going to come out there and talk to you, okay?
All right, she's pleading not guilty. We'll set her
Not
for-
guilty, request trial by jury, Your Honor.
We'll set her for June 6th so she can think about it.
I hope your head gets feeling
Why do I have to sign for prison? That don't make sense.
better. Okay, you're not there yet. And I don't know about the facts of your case. That's why Mr. Gibbs is going to come talk to you.
All right. Christopher Chase. It's 24 CF 822. Chase, you charged with drug possession without a prescription. You have a right to an attorney, and is there an offer for him?
Yes, Judge. For this case, given the facts and circumstances and the defendant's history, it's an adjudication, 1 year of community control, substance abuse evaluation and treatment, and the court cost of $615.
You want her a no contest plea. It's an adjudication with 1 year community control. Substance abuse evaluation, $615 court costs is what I'll give you. You don't have to accept it, or you can. Or you can get an attorney, have an attorney if you want. If you,
Yeah, I'm gonna have my own attorney.
you go, okay, who do you think you're gonna get?
Probably Brad Stewart.
All right, we'll plead you not guilty and set you for June 24th, okay?
Yes, sir.
Tell him what that offer is, and he can move it up if you get it resolved, okay? Sorry.
I got my phone and everything right now.
Mr. Stewart will come see you in the jail. Next case, 24 CF 813, Corey Coachman Seiler. Corey Coachman Seiler. You charged Mr. Seiler with possession of more than 20 grams of marijuana and driving license suspended. Would you like to have an attorney to represent you?
Yes, sir.
I'll appoint the public defender. Is there an offer for him?
It would be adjudication, $615 credit for time served.
If you want to enter that plea, I'm going to send you the time served, no probation, no more jail time. $615 court costs, and
It's a good deal.
Okay, yes, sir.
all right, this is 24 CF 813, State of Florida versus Corey Coachman Seiler. Would you raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for his course of truth, so help you God.
I swear.
You want to enter a no contest plea to possession of more than 20 grams of marijuana, third-degree felony, and driving license suspended to a first offense, which is I think, a first-degree misdemeanor, isn't it?
Yes, Judge.
So you understand you want to enter a no contest plea to those charges?
Your Honor, he just asked me, he was thinking that this would get dropped afterwards, and I'm telling him, no, that's not the case.
No, sir. I'm trying to get the felony charge dropped.
So I think at this point, it's better we just
All right.
let him withdraw the plea and
Okay,
get an attorney.
well, he hadn't even begun to say it, so we plead, Ms. Rivers pleading you not guilty will set you for June 24th, and we can move it up if you get it resolved, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And that offer is going to stay open. It won't be revoked.
All right, there's no jail time, no probation, so talk it over with your public defender, okay? Okay. Autumn Cummings, 2024 CF 808. Once I get to the end, I'll call these people. Though I'm going to issue a no bond capias for all of them. Did we finish Mr. Trellin Durham? Was that done? Okay, come on up, Mr. Durham. 24 CF 932, State of Florida versus Trellin Durham.
Your Honor, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea, request trial by jury, and the 6/24 court date.
All right, you're charged with operating motor vehicle without a license, possession of narcotics equipment, possession of cocaine, third degree. So your attorney's pledged you not guilty. We'll see you June 24th, okay? Thank you.
Mhm.
Next case is Joe Fernandez.
He's in custody.
This is 24 CF 857, State versus Joe Fernandez. Court-appointed public defender. You are charged with lewd and lascivious exhibition in the presence of I believe, a jail employee.
Your Honor, we're going to enter a not guilty plea, request trial by jury.
All right,
This is going to be your attorney.
we'll set it for
Not here
June
today.
24th. Thank
He'll be
you.
out to see you. Okay?
June 24th, thank you, sir.
That's it.
She's pleading not guilty.
Don't know. I will have to ask Mr. Gibbs because I don't know anything about your case. Sorry.
Next case is Baloo Galloway. Baloo Jean Galloway.
We handled that this morning, sir.
We did. Latanya Glenn.
Also this morning.
Joseph Horn.
Did that this morning, Your
Did
Honor.
that this morning with all judge.
Michael Hudson. This is 24 CF 951. Mr. Hudson, you charged with possession of a controlled substance without a prescription, third-degree felony. Is there an offer for him?
Yes, Judge. Adjudication of guilt, 615 court cost, 1 year of drug offender probation, and substance abuse evaluation and treatment.
You want to do that?
An attorney or nothing.
I'll appoint the public defender to represent you, set you for 624.
Thank you, Judge. There you go.
Leave him not guilty.
Yes, sir. Call and make an appointment. Judge, you said 624?
Yeah. Next case is Jonathan Quinn Eiley. You charged with driving license suspended, habitual second or subsequent conviction, no proper vehicle registration, a plate, attaching a plate not assigned, and financial responsibility violation. Would you like, is there an offer for him?
Yes, Judge. Adjudication of guilt, 515 in court cost, 10 days Okaloosa County Jail with credit for time served.
No probation?
Correct, Judge.
You want to accept that?
So they appointed me a public defender while I was in jail for my arraignment, but
Uh-huh.
I haven't been able to make contact with him.
First
like-
appearance?
Yes, sir.
Well, what I'll do is, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you, set you for 6/24.
Thank you.
Maybe you can get it resolved. Is that open?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
We don't have any documentation of that, but he's appointed us now. I'll be representing you, so
Okay.
make an appointment to come see me sometime in the next, say, 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. Do I take this with me?
Yes, sir, you do.
Am I free to go?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Sylvester Jackson. Is there a Sylvester Jackson?
Judge,
Right.
that was fugitive from justice. I filed a no pros on 430.
Okay. Rodney Johnson, 24 CF 880. Charged with drug possession without a prescription, third-degree felony, and narcotics equipment possession, and first-degree misdemeanor.
Yes, sir, Judge. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty on Mr. Johnson's behalf, request 15 days for pre-arraignment motions, and demand trial by jury.
The offer is an adjudication, credit for time served, 6/15. So
Do you, in that case, Judge, he'll accept it.
Mr. Johnson, please raise your right hand to be sworn. You swear the testimony you give for is course of truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
You want to plead no contest to possession of a controlled substance without a prescription, third-degree felony, and narcotics equipment possession. I think that's a first-degree misdemeanor, isn't it?
It is,
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So you want to enter those pleas, correct?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering these pleas?
Yes, sir, I am, Your Honor. I'm waiving the right to a trial and everything, jury trial.
Right to a trial, right to attorney. Of course, you have an attorney, right to remain silent, right to make the state prove his case beyond a reasonable doubt. All those rights and others you're waiving. You understand?
I do understand that, yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea?
No, sir, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir, Your Honor, I don't take any medications, and I'm not on drugs.
All right, court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it, sentences you to time served concurrent on both on both counts. 6/15 court costs, adjudicated guilty.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll give you 180 days to pay it before it goes to a judgment.
How much was that?
6/15 court costs.
Use evaluation and counseling. 6 months. I know your license is an issue for you. Well, it'll just know that.
All right, let me have it.
Months, and then you can do briefly.
Thank you.
Hey, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Next one is Alexander Kulikowski, 24 CF 886.
Come stand over here next to me.
This is 24 CF 886, State versus Alexander Kulikowski. You're charged with failure to report name or residence, failure to report changes to employment, in another case, failure to report name and residence on sex offender charges.
Judge, I'm going to plead him not guilty, request trial by jury in 15 days for pre-arraignment motions. I am going to be bringing a bond hearing for him, but we'll get that set.
All right, June
Once I've got it.
24th. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All righty, sir, I'll see you on or before the 24th. Okay?
Next case, 24 CF 980, State versus Traver McDonald.
Trevor McDonald?
Next case is 24 CF 898, Desmus McTier.
Yes, sir. Mr. McTier's in lockup.
Mr. McTier, you're charged with driving license suspended, habitual, second or subsequent conviction, fleeing, attempting to elude a law enforcement officer with lights and siren activated.
Judge, I'll
Offer.
be entering a plea of not guilty on his behalf, 15 days for pre-arraignment motions and trial by jury.
And for the court's edification, it's adjudication of guilt, 515, court cost, 21 months, DOC.
All right, well, he's pled not guilty. Maybe you all can work it out. We'll set June 24th.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. That's a tentative offer for you to think about, okay? Credit
It's
for-
a Department of Corrections Senate, sir.
I guess that means he'll think about it. Next case, 24 CF 960, Tanya Metz. You're charged with possession of controlled substance without prescription, third-degree felony. Is there an offer?
Yes, Judge, adjudicate guilty, 615, court cost, 10 days, Okaloosa County Jail.
Judge, I'll enter a plea of not guilty on her behalf, request 15 days for pre-arraignment motions, and demand trial by jury. Ma'am, make an appointment, come see me in, say, the next 2 weeks. Okay?
All right, thank you. June 24th.
It'll be, all your court from now on is going to be at 9 o'clock.
Next case, 24 CF 809, William Napoleon. Charged with possession of a controlled substance without prescription and narcotics equipment possession or use. Is there an offer for him?
Judge, it's going to be an adjudication of guilt, 18 months, DOC.
I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. And June 24th, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
That's a not guilty request jury trial.
That's correct, Judge.
Did we do Diana Petroselli Freeman today?
No, Your Honor, that was Rose Marie Patricelli this morning. This is her sister.
Okay. This is 24 CF 854, State versus Diana Petroselli Freeman. You're charged with possession of a controlled substance without a prescription, third-degree felony, narcotics equipment, possession or use, first-degree misdemeanor. Is there an offer for her?
Yes, Judge, adjudicate guilt, 615, court cost, credit for time served.
615 court costs, credit for time served.
Dismissed it against her sister. Your Honor, we're going to enter a not guilty plea, request trial by jury, ask for the 6/24 court date. It is going to be a conflict since I represent her sister, but I'm told that we still need to go through the paperwork process.
All right.
I've already explained to her that Jennifer Flowers would be her new attorney.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Robert Pennington, 24 CF 915. Charged with possession of a controlled substance without a prescription. Is there an offer for Mr. Pennington?
Your Honor, we have reached an agreement in this matter. If I may.
Mr. Pennington, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for us court's true, so help you God?
I do.
You want to enter a no contest plea to charge of possession of a controlled substance without a possession of a controlled substance, a third-degree felony, correct?
Correct.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
I did.
You understand the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
I do.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea?
No.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No.
Are you happy with the work Ms. Rivers done for you on your case?
Yes.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Judge is guilty. Sentence you to 515 court costs, $100 cost of prosecution, $150 PD fee. Credit for time served.
Adjudication withheld, Your Honor.
This says adjudicated.
I'm sorry. Was your
Adjudicated.
adjudication? It was an adjudication? Yes.
Is there anything else that I missed?
No, Your Honor.
You wrote so small on something here, and I can't figure out what it is, but,
Is it the part that's marked through?
yeah.
Those are my initials.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
He's probably going to have to fingerprint you.
Next case is Dakota Perry. 24 CF 936. Mr. Perry, you're charged with criminal mischief over $1,000, 2 counts, and leaving the scene of an accident without giving information.
Your Honor, we're going to enter a not guilty plea and request trial by jury. As for the 6/24 court date.
All right, 624, thank you. Next case is 24 CF 981, State versus Tina Proctor. Ms. Proctor, you charged with battery on an officer or firefighter, assault on an officer or firefighter, and resisting arrest without violence.
She has a hard time hearing, Your Honor. We're going to enter a not guilty plea, request trial by jury.
All right, June 24th, thank you.
June 24th. I'll come back out to see you, okay?
Dylan Sabo.
Yeah.
Mr. Sabo, you charged with obstruction of justice and simple assault. Is there an offer for him?
Yes, Judge. 1 second. So it's going to be an adjudication of guilt, 12 months probation, anger management course, no violent contact with the victims, and I'll drop the felony charge. So it'd be a plea to a misdemeanor.
You want me to appoint a public defender, bring him back June 6th?
Your Honor, June 6th would be fine.
All right, fill out the paperwork, come back June 6th if you want to enter that plea. Thank you.
And Your Honor, if you would appoint us.
Yeah, I appoint public defender. Next case, 24 CF 981, Casey Sally.
Handled that this morning, Judge.
Our next case is 24 CF 877, Nicosi Seals.
Your Honor, Mr. Seals is present and approaching.
Seals, you're charged with fleeing police at high speed, possession of more than 20 grams of marijuana, possession of controlled substance, possession of narcotics equipment, resisting an officer without violence.
Your Honor, we're going to enter a not guilty plea, request trial by jury in the 6/24 court date.
All right, I'll appoint public defender. Thank you. Get with your public defender and get this worked out. Derek Smith.
Your Honor, Derek Smith is in custody.
All right, Mr. Smith, you charged with possession of a weapon by a convicted felon or ammo, drug possession without a prescription, and narcotics equipment possession.
Your Honor, if we could put him on, I'm not sure if I can see him before 6/6, but if we could put him on the next court date after that,
Well, that's June
24th.
24th.
Yes, Your Honor.
June 24th, and move him up to June 6th if you can get it resolved.
Yes, sir. And that's going to be a not guilty plea.
Maybe she can get it resolved, and get you resolved next week. If not, with June 24th, okay?
Their offer. Well, we'll check
See if they
into
can
it.
get, see if we can get it worked out for you next week, okay? Next case is Joe Allen Smith.
Your Honor, Mr. Smith is present.
Charged Mr. Smith with battery on a firefighter or officer, 2 counts of domestic violence battery, and a count of resisting an officer without violence.
Your Honor, we're going to enter a not guilty plea and request trial by jury.
Okay, June 24th, thank you.
Thank you.
Next case is, I've got is Cordell Thomas. All right, Mr. Thomas, you're charged with trafficking in meth, driving license suspended with prior convictions, resisting an officer without violence, and making a false report. Would you like me to appoint a public defender to represent you? Help you
Already
out?
got Miss Flowers already on one of my cases.
Okay. I'll appoint,
Jennifer Flowers, she's already on one of them, so I talked to Larissa yesterday, she told me just to let you know that she already on
I'll
one of my
appoint,
cases.
well, I need to appoint the public defender and have y'all get off. I'm gonna appoint the public defender, then they'll file a piece of paper to get off, and I'll appoint the regional, Ms. Flowers, to represent you on these, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right.
June 24th for Cordell.
All right, when?
June 24th.
All right.
Thank you, okay. Rebecca Thomas. All right, Ms. Thomas, you're charged with child neglect without great bodily harm. Is there an offer for her?
There's no offer at this time, Judge.
All right, appoint the public defender to represent you.
That one of the pals will be here to represent me.
Oh, okay, what I'll do is, I won't appoint a public defender, I'll just set you for June 24th, and you want to plead not guilty and ask for a jury trial, you're going to hire your own attorney?
Yes.
Okay, June 24th, okay?
All right, thank you.
Ryan Thomas. Thomas, you're charged with tampering in a felony proceeding, aggravated battery, criminal mischief over $200, and petty theft. Public defender looks like it's been appointed.
Yes, Your Honor. We're going to enter a not guilty plea and
Okay.
request trial by jury.
All right, we'll set you for June 24th, okay? Thank you, sir. Next case, Xavier Malik Thomas. Marco Tubbs. Marco Tubbs, this is 24 CF 892, charged with animal cruelty. Is there an offer for Mr. Tubbs? Or?
Yes. On the animal cruelty charge, it's going to be an adjudication of guilt, $615 court cost, and $1129 Okaloosa County Jail.
Your Honor, we're going to enter a not guilty plea, request trial by jury.
All right, June 24th, okay? All right. June 24th, thank you. Devontae Wiley. Mr. Wiley, you're here, you charged with drug possession without a prescription. Is there an offer for him?
Yes, Judge. The offer is adjudication of guilt, 615, court cost, be at 18 months probation, substance abuse evaluation and treatment.
I'll appoint the public defender to represent you and go over it with him, okay? And see if that's what you want to do. And
We're going to enter a not guilty plea, Your Honor, and request trial by jury.
see his 624, and if you can perhaps get it worked out, okay?
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
All right.
Julius Wilks. We got Julius Wilks here.
He's in custody, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Wilkes is charged with possession of a controlled substance without a prescription and possession of narcotic equipment.
And Your Honor, we're going to enter a not guilty plea, request trial by jury. I also filed a motion to reduce his bond and set it for today.
Was that set for today?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. What's his current bond?
Your Honor, his current bond, I believe he said, was $1,000. He's been in custody since April 24th. He's got $1,000 cash and professional on the possession, ROR on the drug paraphernalia. He has no way of making that bond. He's asking the court to consider granting him an ROR bond on the other count, the $1,000 possession count. He's a lifelong resident of Okaloosa County. He works for God's Lawn Care. He has 5 children. He's got numerous family that lives here. And when I asked him if he had any failures to appear, he didn't think he had any. So at this time, we're going to ask the court to give him ROR bond on both counts.
Judge, so back in 2023, he found guilty of possession of controlled substance, resisting officer without violence. Also in 2023, driving on a suspended license with prior convictions. Also in 2023, resisting officer without violence. There was a failure to appear that it seems that it was dismissed. 2023 again, drug possession, controlled substance without prescription. And then we go to 2022, and it's very much the same. So it's drugs. The problem is the resisting without violence. We don't want to put somebody on the street where if we need to have officers apprehend them because they're committing crimes, we don't want to put the officers in danger. So we're going to ask for the reasonable $1,000 cash or professional bond to remain in place that was previously.
Your Honor, the allegation had nothing to do with putting the officer in danger, and it was charged with resisting without violence. He's been in jail since April 24th, and he cannot post $1,000 cash
Got
professional
5
bond.
kids? 5 kids, you say?
Yes, sir.
Are they living with you? Or paying child support?
Yeah, they're living with me. I don't pay child support because I work, give them, I provide for them.
And for another factor in the bond determination is the likelihood of the defendant being prosecuted. So the drugs were found in the same bag that he pulled his ID out of.
No, that was on the floorboard.
And, Your Honor, that's part of the thing that he disputes. He says it was not found in his bag, it was under his bag or near
Well,
his
look,
bag.
I'm gonna make it, you're getting a pretty good resume, Mr. Wilkes.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
Is he looking at prison time?
Judge, the offer is credit for time served.
If you want to enter a plea, I'm going to sentence you credit for time served, no probation.
Thank you, sir.
Adjudicated guilty. You want to do that?
Yes, sir, that's fine.
Would you raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court's truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
You want to enter a no contest plea to possession of controlled substance without a prescription, a third-degree felony, and possession of narcotics equipment, a first-degree misdemeanor. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea? Right to
Yes,
a
sir.
jury trial, right to remain silent, right to make the state prove its case beyond a reasonable doubt,
Yes, sir.
and other rights.
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea? Are you happy with the work Ms. Rivers has done for you on your case?
Yes, sir. She did an excellent job.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it, sentences you for time served on both counts concurrent, and was there court costs?
6:15.
615 court costs. I'll give you 180 days to pay it, or it goes to a judgment.
Yes, sir. That's fine.
Look, if you got 5 kids, you shouldn't be getting arrested for anything.
Yes. I was just in the car with somebody that was giving me a
All right.
ride. And
I'm giving you time served. You'll be released today unless there's some other kind of hold on you.
I don't have anything.
And don't get in trouble.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Adjudicated guilty. I think he's already got some adjudications. Yeah. He's got all these cases, all these counts on the back.
That should be his prior record, Judge.
Mr. Wilkes, you got a huge resume of cases. You got to stop breaking the law. You're not going to have you're not going to have a kind, sweet-hearted, soft-hearted judge in the future, maybe, you know. All right. What next? We got cases out, y'all. Have any of y'all got cases out there? What's your name, sir? Seals? Come on up. Nicosi? Come on up. I can't hear you very well back there. Okay, what was your name again?
Stanley Seals.
I don't have him on the docket. Oh, all I have is Stephen Seals.
Yes, ma'am.
The state is apparent. You are Stanley Seals?
Yes, sir.
Apparently, the state's dropped the charges against you.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Anybody else? Yes, ma'am. What's your name? Come on up. I can hear you. Karen Augustin? Okay. Ms. Augustin, you charged with smuggling contraband into a prison 2 counts, using a two-way communication device to facilitate a felony and unauthorized possession of blank or forged, stolen, what, security or something? Or
Driver's license.
driver's license. Oh, okay. Is there an offer for Ms. Augustin?
Yes, Your Honor, it's for probation, adjudication of guilt on all counts, 3 years probation.
You want to do that?
Yes.
All right. Are these 4 felonies or 2 felonies and 3 felonies and a misdemeanor?
No, Judge, they're all felonies. 2 second-degree felonies and 2 third-degree felonies.
And y'all were thinking about dismissing 2 of the felonies?
Yes, I would in exchange for a plea, for the same conditions.
And she would plead to smuggling contraband 2 counts, the other 2 counts will be dismissed?
Yes, Your Honor, I can do that.
You want to do that? They're going to dismiss 2 counts, and 2 counts you plead to. You want to do that? You don't have to if you don't want to. You want a public defender?
No.
You don't?
Today.
And if
All
I
right.
may inquire, Your Honor, you don't live locally, right? You live in South Florida?
Live in South Florida?
And I
me-
would be agreeable also to phone in supervision, and that she be
Wait.
transferred over there. Officer Barry,
I'm sorry. Transfer
South
where?
Florida.
Oh, yeah, that's easy.
yeah, okay.
All right, does she have a prior record?
She has 7 misdemeanors,
All misdemeanors, no felonies?
no felonies.
So does she want to plead to using a two-way communication device, a third-degree felony, and a misdemeanor, unauthorized possession of a driver's license, those 2, and the other 2 go away?
I would have the unlawful use of two-way communication go away, possession of a blank, forged, stolen. And, Your Honor, I'm willing to extend the withhold of adjudication since she's pleading and she's not represented, so she's not a convicted felon.
For the 2 and the other 2 go away?
Yes, Judge. So she'll plead to count 1 and 2, and state will dismiss count 3 and 4.
All right, and if you plead to count 1 and 2, I'll do what's called withhold adjudication. That means you don't have a felony conviction. Okay? You can legally swear that in these 2 charges, you don't have a felony conviction, okay? And she recommend 36 months probation, is that what you said?
Yes, Your
Concurrent?
Honor. I'm just checking the terms, if there is any condition special.
Okay, I want you to understand what you're doing. You're pleading to 2 second-degree felonies, but I'm going to withhold adjudication so you don't have a conviction on those. And then they're going to dismiss 2 other cases, 2 other charges, another felony and another misdemeanor, okay? I feel like you're not quite certain that you want to do that. I mean, you want me
I really wanted the first 2
to go away?
to go away.
Well, you know, unfortunately, the evidence we have is very strong. She was
Yeah.
found with the drugs into the correctional facility.
Yeah, that's very, that, them offering you a withhold adjudication is really quite, you think you want to do that? Okay, where do you live?
I live in West Palm Beach,
West Palm Beach?
Florida, so Palm Beach County.
Okay, and they don't let you, do you want to do this or not?
Am I going to be on, what is that?
Probation?
Probation.
You can call,
Something
you can
like-
do your
Oh, no. She thinks she's gonna have the GPS monitor. No, just probation. You're not gonna have any ankle monitor.
Okay,
just regular old probation from, you can transfer it to Palm Beach.
okay.
Mr. Barry, right there, Miss. All right, would you raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court is true, so help you God. You want to enter a no contest plea, which means you're not admitting, you can put your hand down. It means you're not admitting you did anything wrong, you're not denying it, you just want the court to handle it. Okay, you understand that?
Yes,
You're to 2 second-degree felonies, smuggling and contraband into a prison, and the court's going to withhold adjudication so you don't have a conviction on those, okay? And the state's going to dismiss using a two-way communication device to facilitate a felony and unauthorized possession of a forged driver's license. They're going to dismiss those charges. You understand that? So you want to enter this plea like that? Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea?
no, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today? You have any questions about this?
No, sir.
Court's going to find the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. The court's going to accept it. Withhold adjudication on counts 1 and 2, sentence you to 36 months probation concurrent. That means total you have is 36. They both, you get 36 months both, but just 30, it's just a total of 36, okay?
Okay.
Not 72, 36, okay? And you can transfer your probation down to whatever county you're living in, West Palm, Palm Beach County or something? Is that what the county is?
Well, actually, Fort Pierce, like Martin County.
Martin County? Well, whatever county you're living in Florida, you can transfer it down there. All right, and is there I'll waive cost of supervision, so you don't have to pay your supervision fee. And anything else? 615 court costs, I'll send it to, give you 180 days to pay it before it goes to collections or in
Paid
judgment.
throughout, during probation.
Oh, I'll give you
Judge.
36 months to pay the 615,
Okay.
okay? See, Mr. Barry, he'll explain everything to you. So you don't have any felony out of this, okay? That's
Okay.
what I want you to understand, okay? But don't mess up on your probation, because then it could turn into a felony, okay? All right, thank you.
Thank
May
you.
I approach Judge with the score sheet?
Yeah.
We have one.
Oh, she's with me.
Who's with you?
Miss Buford, Your Honor, may I? She used to be my classmate in law school in Maryland. She came to visit. She's an attorney. She worked for FDA. Yeah.
If she works for the FBI, you said?
FDA,
Oh,
the
okay.
government, the FDA.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. In DC.
So you were in law school with Miss Leone? Was she, I imagine she was an A+ sort of student, wasn't she? Yeah. Law review kind?
I didn't do the law review.
And you're an attorney in Maryland? I am. Well, good. She's usually not that soft-hearted. I've kind of, usually she's very stern and won't give any kind of deals or anything. And sometimes she starts speaking in Italian, she gets so mad. But she's a great prosecutor, as the public defenders are excellent too. Mr. Sprouse, all of them are great. So why don't you take the Florida bar, come on down here and join us.
That'd be nice.
All right, what else do we have? Anybody else?
Ms. Casper.
Ms. Casper? Oh, that's Peggy Amanda Casper? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay,
And Your Honor, if I may have just a moment with her?
all right.
Your Honor, we're going to enter a not guilty plea at this time. It's my understanding that she's been accepted into drug court. She is wanting to do drug court, and I guess she's supposed to go to the next date.
Okay.
So if we just want to continue this to 6/24, and in the meantime, if drug court takes over.
It may come off the docket, Judge.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Well, good. Get that done. Okay? All right.
And in the meantime, we'll enter a not guilty plea.
Okay, thank you. All right, now let me